Welcome to Startup DNA, where we look at the human side of the startup journey. We have here joining us at InnoVEX in Taipei, Ryan Yang, lead investor and board member of Lean Mobility. Ryan, thanks so much for joining us on Startup DNA.
Thank you, Tony, for having me.
Tell us a little bit about Lean Mobility, your role in the company.
So I will talk about Lean Mobility. So the company was founded in 2022, but the company actually started have the idea in 21. So I know the founders, the current chairman of the company since 2021, and I've been, work with them and help them along the way. And I decided to invest in the company last year. So right now I'm the lead investor for the very last round, pre-A round. And actually, I would like to announce another good news. We will have Japanese VC coming in, so can expect a good news in a few weeks.
Oh, wow. Can you mention the name?
Probably not right now. Right.
Okay, all right.
But it's a done deal.
It's a done deal, and
Right.
it'll be in.
Probably in 3 weeks, you'll see the press release.
So that will take you to the next round. So this is a Japan-Taiwan collaboration.
Yes.
How does that work, and how well does it work?
So the story started from the founder called Yanaka-san. Yanaka-san is the chief engineer from Toyota.
Oh, wow.
So he's the youngest person who became a chief engineer in Toyota. And he actually, in Toyota, all EVs, hydrogen cars, the non-petrol cars are led by him. Even back then, Toyota has a zero emission vehicle factory, ZEV factory. He's the head of the factory, ZEV factory as well. So he's very advanced, he likes new technology. So in Toyota, basically he's the young guy who wants to do new technology. So he led the project for the predecessor of Lean 3. It's called iRoad, back in the Toyota time.
That's right. When that was in the 2010s, right?
Almost. The car started in 2010,
Yeah.
and then the car actually, they have the real car running in France, in a city called Grenoble.
Yeah.
And it ran there from 2014 to 2017, 3 years
wow.
there. They put 70 cars there and run in the larger scale. So Yanaka-san was able to lead the project, know how the real world environment, how it works like that. So after that, he tried to fine-tune the car into the current version, the Lean 3.
That was iRoad with Toyota, and
Yes.
he was with Toyota, Mr. Yanaka-san. He was with Toyota for close to 30 years, yeah?
I didn't count that though. Very
but,
long,
but
right.
at least
I would say so.
quite a
Graduated
while.
from school and then went to Toyota all the way until he quit the job there.
Okay,
Right.
okay. So then he took his passion, I would say, passion, knowledge, and experience, and put it into what's now Lean Mobility, independent.
So right now, I think it's a very beautiful story. So Yanaka-san knows several Taiwanese entrepreneurs, and they really like Yanaka-san's spirits, his, ambition, like this. And another good thing is Yanaka-san's boss, back then, Toyota is the CTO of Toyota. And actually, he told Yanaka-san, if you want to do micromobility, it's the timings right now. If you don't do it right now, it's about 2019, 2020. If you don't do it now, you might lose the momentum because he saw the momentum is coming. So he wants to help him. So Yanaka-san with the support internally from Toyota and with the support from the Taiwanese entrepreneurs. So these Taiwanese entrepreneurs become his first investment angels. So there are 3 companies in Taiwan. They become the major shareholders of the company and help him all the way. So it's a good Japanese technology with the Taiwanese angels, and they leverage the Taiwan's advantage on manufacturing. So right now we have an office in Taiwan. We own the whole car, have somebody assemble for us. So we own the technology. And from Taiwan's point of view, we can have chief engineer from Toyota can instruct them how to do a good car in a top level. So it's a benefit for both sides. It's a very good story from Japan side, from Taiwan side. It's a good, I really love the story. So I've been knowing them for 4 or 5 years. And then last year, when it's going to mass production stage, I think it's a good timing. And then I think everything is so ready and the company is so strong. So I decided to be part of that. And I'm happy to do that.
Your role in the company as lead investor, so that's in addition to the angel investors who have helped the company to grow in the earlier stages. And as board member, how are you involved now, practically speaking?
In the past 10, 15 years, I've been investing quite a few Taiwanese startups. So my philosophy, because I myself I have been an entrepreneur as well. So I don't really think the investor should help too much.
Okay.
So you feel like you know everything, but sometimes you might not know all the details. All these days in, days out, there are so many details. They probably know better than you. So what I think a good investor, you should be providing resources when they need that, and then give them some ideas, guidance when they need it. When they come to you, let's say they have human resource problems, they have people fighting each other. We have some ideas, we know some stories you can tell them, inspire them. I think it's a better way. So I normally don't jump into the company too much. I'll be the listener. When they need resources, they say, hey, Ryan, I need to connect to a certain company. I want to talk to someone. I might try to help, like that. But lean mobility, I think, is so strong. I would definitely think in 2-3 years, this is a unicorn level company. And they are so strong in technology side. But on the global expanding strategy, I think the corporate mindset and the startup mindset, I think we need some kind of plan together. So I'm on the board level. I have weekly meeting with Yanaka-san and the chairman. We talk about the global expansion strategy and then the product strategy, this kind of thing. So very high level. Yeah. I don't go into details. This time we are at the InnoVEX. We are invited to join the InnoVEX. To come here this morning and then be there, be with them, mentally support them.
I'd like to come back to the car, and I want to hear a lot more about the Lean 3. That Lean Mobility has recently rolled out in the Taiwan market and also in Japan, right?
Correct.
Yeah. But what you were talking about, so investor as an advisor, it's easier said than done, isn't it? Because anyone who has kids, anyone who has worked on a team, that what they're doing is not what, in your mind, the best way to do it, right, or the most effective way.
Right.
How do you manage that? How do you balance that sort of advisor, but having impact role?
What I like to do is, when I talk to Yanaka-san, he's a very seasoned person. He knows quite a lot. He's not like a young kid just coming out of university. So I think because he focused on the technology so much, but actually he knows almost everything. So right now, let's say we have a platform concept connecting FSD, robotaxi, and then the traffic system. So there's a whole concept. I coming from a startup's point of view, I want to make this as a whole system with the hardware. So hardware with the software with the cloud. And when I talked to him about my idea, actually he said, Ryan-san, I have done this 5 years ago. I have some sketch, but he can merge with my ideas. So this whole concept will be closer to the current market. So the good thing is I think I'm the one to try to dig the big mine of gold. And he has so many things inside, he has too much. Yeah. So I'm the person to explore him. So this is a good way we can find the best recommendations. I think I know cars, but I'm not as expert as him. So I think we need his expertise. He has been there firsthand at the front line. And he knows a lot of things, but he has too many things to tell. And he doesn't know where to pick the right one. So I can be from a consumer point of view or a user's point of view, or even investor point of view. I can see what market wants. So let's say we want to do IPO in 2030 in Japan. So there's still 4 years. What can we do in the 4 years, step by step? That's what we can do. So I think my role is to dig more from him, and he has so much to explore.
I think offering a sort of sounding board and also giving some feedback,
yes.
I think that's priceless for a lot of founders, especially someone they trust, and right, someone you trust to deliver on their concept.
Right.
Coming back to the car, I've test driven the car. I was lucky to have that chance a few months ago. So it feels really smooth. It's fun. And how does the Taiwan market, how does that fit into your strategy for the Lean 3? You must be looking beyond Taiwan, maybe also even beyond Asia. I don't know. How does Taiwan fit into that right now?
I think right now, the good thing for Taiwan, the car is manufactured in Taiwan. And this car has been considered as a global company probably 15 years ago. So the car is a global car. So sometimes I've heard a lot of users from Japan, from Taiwan, they hope the car to be in a certain way. But this car is manufactured globally. So I've been mentioning almost every time if I talk to startups, I will encourage the Taiwanese startups to think global from day one. So it's always hard to start something locally first, and then try to expand later. I think you need to think globally since from day one, so you know the car is ready for globally. I think the big market for the car is Europe. So Europe for micromobility, it's been very mature. For decades, the car has been popular there. And in Japan, there's a K-car market. So K-car, they sell 1.7 million cars every year. So there's quite a few small car with needs.
Did you say K-car?
K-car. K-car is K-E-I. C-A-R.
Okay,
It's called
okay.
K-car. It's in Japan.
Okay.
It is a very tiny car with the
Okay.
engine is less than 160 cc.
Yeah.
So it's a very tiny, small car. Even Trump mentioned about this. They say that tiny, cute car from Japan. So Trump is even thinking to bring the car to the United States. So it's very popular in Japan. And I just recently see a report. It's about two-wheeler, even smaller micromobility, the needs. And the report just say they can see probably 14% CAGR for the coming 4-5 years.
Yeah.
So the car a little bit larger than Lean 3 has a great, growth. K-car in Japan in 2024 is sold 1.6 million cars.
Yeah.
In 2025, it's 1.7 million cars. It's a 7% increase. But for other bigger cars, other than those micromobility, it's about 1.5%. So you see the small cars growth is there. So we see a big need. And those below, smaller than Lean 3, it's 14% CAGR by reports. So this car is in a very unique category. But you can see a little bit bigger, a little bit smaller. Actually, they are still growing really fast in Japan. So I will see a good, strong need for Lean 3 in Japan. And we have received thousands of orders in Japan already. And for European markets, it's the main market. So we know it will be a need, but we need to be ready for it because European is big, it's fragmented, but the market knows the product. We don't need to educate much.
What brings you to InnoVEX? You're exhibiting here today.
Today, actually, we are very lucky because it's a startup. So we have very limited budget. So this time we are invited by the exhibitor, and they provide us a booth, and it's within the Japan pavilion. So I think it's a good fit. And then this is a Japanese company. This is a Japan and Taiwan twin company, right? I think it's a good fit there, and then we can make some good friends from Japan, and also we can connect to the startup ecosystem with Japan. Lean Mobility Japan is more corporate type of company, it's the R&D company.
Okay.
And in Taiwan, we are more like a startup, so we have sales marketing and more connected to the startup ecosystem. And right now, actually, we have been talking to our European agents, kind of friends, every week for expanding to Europe. So I think later of this year, we'll start launching the car in Japan and Taiwan simultaneously, and then we'll move on to Europe. A lot of things going on. I'm so excited.
It sounds exciting. I look forward to seeing the Lean 3 more and more on the streets of Taiwan and Taipei.
Yes. Yeah. So right now we are getting invited by more and more exhibitors. So I think you're going to, other than northern Taiwan, we'll go everywhere. So people in different areas, we heard you. We are not just in Taipei or Taoyuan. We will go Taichung, Kaohsiung, Tainan. We'll try to. If budget allows suitable exhibitors, we'll go down there.
Sounds great.
Right.
All the best to you and to Lean Mobility. Thanks very much for sitting down with us.
Thank you, Tony.
Thank you.